Organic molecules often contain quite a few atoms, dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands. So it's important to be able to draw those structures without having to draw every single atom. The first lecture in this playlist will show you shorthand ways to represent organic structures, so we can rather easily and quickly draw those structures, and at the same time use those structures to focus on the important parts of the molecules. You'll see it really is quite effective. Molecules aren't all flat. In fact, organic molecules are almost never flat. So we need to show all three dimensions easily. There's a simple convention to do this, and the second lecture will teach you that convention. So after the first lecture and the second, you'll know how to represent organic molecules easily, and you'll be able to show those structures in three dimensions. In most of those structures, the carbon doesn't have a charge, but occasionally the carbon actually has a charge, either positive or negative. And the third lecture will show you a few cases where that occurs and how we show it on that carbon atom and why. In addition to charges, it's also important at times to show electron pairs that are not shared. You know, bonds are made by sharing electrons, but occasionally atoms have unshared electron pairs. I'll show you in the fourth video when we typically show electron pairs and how we represent them. And finally, and most remarkably, sometimes there are actually two or more structures that represent the same molecule, actually different bond arrangements for the same molecule. I'll show you a couple of the rudimentary things about resonance structures in the fifth lecture. So by the time you've listened to these 5 lectures, you'll know how to represent organic molecules easily in 3 dimensions. You'll be able to deal with molecules where carbon has a charge, where there are electron pairs that are not shared, and you'll be able to deal with the situations where resonance structures occur. And at that point, you'll be ready to start looking at real organic molecules.